Hi, everybody. Welcome to This Week in Falmouth. I'm Michael.
I'm Susan.
There we go, Susan.
Ooh, flowers everywhere.
I know.
We're going to start with Falmouth Village May baskets.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
How cool.
Flowers are everywhere. And if you haven't been downtown on Main Street, the May baskets are out.
Yay.
And they run all the way through the end of this month.
Okay.
Vibrant hues of red and yellow and purple. And I think over at the Masonics is purple, I think.
You know, I haven't noticed, but I should.
I think it might
I don't
be.
know. Okay.
Anyway, intricately crafted baskets hang delicately from lampposts and awnings, fragrant flowers, sweet perfume. Each basket is a work of art, showcases the creativity and community spirit of our village residents.
Nice.
Falmouth Village Bay
Yay.
baskets. And I think on there, at least this is, I didn't look this up, but this has been history that you can vote for your favorite, I think.
I think you can.
On their Facebook page.
Yeah, so it's the scarecrows in the fall and the baskets in the spring.
Yeah, yeah.
So nice. You look. You could be one of those purple flowers.
I know,
over
I'm
at the,
looking like an Easter egg.
like an Easter egg.
Yeah.
Where's my candy?
Exactly.
My Cadbury egg.
We are going to continue with the West Falmouth Library out on West Falmouth Highway, and on Friday, May 2nd at 10:30, they are offering Future Planning Toolbox, Build Your Roadmap for Security. This is a continuation of their wellness series. Feeling overwhelmed by future planning, they will equip you with the essential tools to navigate key life decisions. An expert panel, which is comprised of Jim Monty, a certified senior advisor, Oasis Senior Advisors, and Ruth McNaughton, a geriatric nurse case manager at Comfort Keepers. And they'll discuss senior living options, various senior living possibilities from independent living to assisted care, estate planning, elder law, home care options. And so if you had any questions about what is my future got in store for me and how am I going to navigate it, this might be just the program.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my guess is that there'll be a lot of attendance there.
I would think there are, based on
I'd be
our
thinking that way.
demographic. I think so, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to continue with Saturday, May 3rd. Yes, I said May. We're almost halfway through the year. 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. The First Congregational Church of Falmouth, that's the white one across from the Falmouth Village Green. They're going to be having their annual rummage and plant sale. This is always really popular. They have ladies and men's clothing and jewelry and books and plants and linens. They're going to have a white elephant, some tools, just about anything you can think of, and of course, their plants.
Excellent.
Yeah. Hopefully the weather will be good for that. Yeah.
50-50 right
50-50,
now, right?
yeah.
Okay.
On Saturday, May 3rd, the Falmouth Commodore's Merchandise Shack is having a spring sale from 9 to 1 o'clock. That's right out there at Gov Fuller Field. Everything is 50% off. So if you're interested in supporting the Falmouth Commodores this year and you want to get some merch, now's the time to do it. Yeah.
Wear those colors proudly. Get that maroon and white on.
Exactly.
All right. I love it. And we have some actually Commodore's hats.
We have some hats at
the visitor center.
Yeah,
so,
at the visitor center.
And they're very cool.
That we're selling for them. So
yeah. Cool.
Cahoon Museum of American Art is having their spring open house on Saturday, May 3rd, from 10 to 4. They're out at on 28 in Catuit. The museum will be open and free all day.
Nice. View
the current exhibitions, which are Still Lives, Beauty, Bounty, and Reflection, and John Enneking, American Impressionist, and shop in the museum store.
Excellent. Okay.
Yep, and take in the grounds because it's nice.
Beautiful, because it's nice.
Yeah.
It is nice.
The Narrative Nonfiction Book Club of Falmouth Public Library continues on Saturday, May 3rd from 11 to 12, and they're doing The Demon of Unrest, a saga of hubris, heartbreak, and heroism at the dawn of the Civil War by Eric Larson. Good author, Eric Larson. On November 6, 1860, Abraham Lincoln became the fluky victor in a tight race for president. The country was bitterly at odds. Southern extremists were moving ever closer to destroying the Union. One state after another was seceding, and Lincoln was powerless to stop them. Slavery fueled the conflict, but the passions of the North and South came to focus on a lonely federal fortress in Charleston Harbor.
Been there.
Fort Sumter. I've
That's
been
right.
there too.
Yeah.
It's an interesting tour.
The most bombed place in North America.
Fort Sumter, yep. drawing on diaries, secret communiques, slave ledgers, and plantation records. Master storyteller Eric Larson offers a gripping account of the chaotic months between Lincoln's election and the Confederacy's shelling of Sumter, a period marked by tragic errors, miscommunications, inflamed egos, craven ambitions, personal tragedies, and betrayals.
Wow, all right, sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds familiar, doesn't it? Anyway, Woods Hole Trad Stroll.
All right.
Saturday, May 3rd, noon to 10 p.m. Yeah, this goes through the whole day. They have things up and down Main Street in Woods Hole. This is something that takes place every year for I don't know how many years, but there's been a few of them, and they'll be having a contra dance after the stroll from 7:30 to 10 p.m. at the Woods Hole Folk.
Is trad for traditional?
Traditional, yeah, trad
Nice,
stroll.
the trad
Yeah.
stroll.
Traditional music and
Nice,
yeah.
all right, fun.
Yeah, Woods Hole Trad Stroll. Cinco de Mayo brunch train on Saturday, May 4th, 11:30 to 2, Cape Cod Central Railroad. This may or may not be already sold out. I don't know. If you're interested, give them a buzz.
Fun.
Yeah.
Cinco de Mayo on the
Cinco de Mayo
train?
on the train. I think
Wow.
this is their second annual. Their Sunday brunch. Eat, drink, and fiesta while you go through West Barnstable down to the Cape Cod Canal and back again. They'll be serving homemade 7-layer dip and chips and dessert and drinks, and you have several Mexican specialties to choose from as your entree. Cinco de Mayo. Yeah.
All right,
Oi, oi, oi.
okay.
On Sunday, May 4th, from noon to 2 at Highfield Hall, they're having a Meet the Chef, and the chef is Michael Pillarella of the, I hope you pronounce it that way, of the Wiano Club. This is the Taste of Italy culinary class.
Taste of Italy.
Yeah, lessons in cooking techniques will be at the core of this demonstration, along with helpful tips from the home kitchen. Novice and experienced cooks alike will learn something rewarding. This one also very often sells out. So if you're interested, give them a call. I do not know if it's full or not. I didn't get a chance to go
Hopefully
on
you
the
can
website.
sneak in there.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds
Yum.
good. So
You get to eat, of course,
you get
right?
to eat. Yeah, you get to learn and create and eat. Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Falmouth Art Center is presenting a free musical performance on Sunday at 2 p.m. May 4th. Yep, on over on Gifford Street. Award-winning singer-songwriter Kim Moberg and fiddler Heather Swanson perform Kim's original composition suite, the Seven Fires Prophecy Suite for Humanity. It's inspired by an Anishinaabe legend, which teaches that in order to survive as a species, human beings must learn to live together with respect for people of all colors and cultures, in addition to respecting our environment. It includes a short video by the Canadian Indigenous artist whose painting, The Sacred Fires Prophecy, Kim also used for her album cover art. Yeah,
It sounds commonsensical to me.
yeah, it
Nice.
sounds interesting.
Yes.
Another musical presentation on Sunday, May 4th, 3 to 7 p.m. at the Navigator Portuguese American Association, which is out on Ashumet Road in East Falmouth. The Band Together for Inclusion live music event. It's a community-wide music festival. Tickets are free, but they'll take donations at the door. Please click through, we'll go over that. Now in its 4th year, Band Together for Inclusion features a lineup of local and regional talent across a spectrum of musical styles, and will also include a silent auction benefiting the College Light Opera Company's Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Fellowship.
Excellent.
Yeah. Another musical offering, music, huh?
A lot of music.
Yeah.
Music's in the air.
Music's
Sunshine.
in the air.
It's all
Exactly.
good.
Flowers,
it's good stuff.
sunshine,
Nice.
music. The All Worn Out Jug Band in concert
Oh,
on Sunday, May 4th, 4 o'clock at West Falmouth Library out on West Falmouth Highway. This is the Cape's own All Worn Out Jug Band, and they're celebrating 25 years together as a group.
nice.
In addition to being part of the postmodern jug band movement, the group performs eclectic sets that include jug band classics interwoven with American roots music from traditional to folk and country, blues and gospel. The band creates unique arrangements, taking advantage of the group's multi-talented instrumentalists, including Gregory Baird on the ukulele, banjo, washboard, and he's also the composer, Kevin Howard on guitar and mandolin, Mary Lobig on the bass, and Reverend Edmund Robinson on the banjo, fiddle, concertina, and the jug.
How fun,
jug.
how fun.
The
That's
jug.
great.
And they have a rotating group of guitarists that include Tim Dickey, Bruce McLean, and Tim Sweeney.
Neat.
So it sounds like joyful music. Joyful music.
Excellent.
Anyway,
Fun.
yeah. Falmouth Garden Club is presenting the Inspired Design Lessons from Magnificent Gardens and Gardeners. That's on Monday, May 5th at 9 a.m. First Congregational Church, the white church across from the Village Green. Carrie Ann Mendez, nationally renowned speaker, acclaimed author, garden consultant, and designer, focuses on time-saving gardening techniques using organic and sustainable practices, is a passionate perennialist who enjoys mixing humor with practical information, and through her business, Perennially Yours, has conducted more than 1,000 home and garden landscape consultations.
Beautiful.
So been there, yep. And that's on Monday, May 5th.
A lot going on Monday.
A lot going on, yeah. Yes, Wednesday, May 7th through Saturday, May 10th, Katuitt Center for the Arts is presenting yesterday the annual member, student, and faculty exhibition at Katuitt Center for the Arts. This is an exciting shift for their annual exhibition of members, students, and faculty. They're moving it to the spring, opening the door for more seasonal members to participate and share creative voices, and inviting artists to reflect on the theme yesterday, a thought-provoking prompt that connects seamlessly with their concurrent May performance, which is Beatles Rock, which is a tribute that, of course, to the Fab Four, the Beatles. So that's, Wednesday, May 7th to Saturday, May 10th at the Katuitt Center for the Arts. Wednesday, May 7th to Wednesday, June 25th. This is a program that's being offered by We Can, and it's their Pathmaker information sessions, and it's being held in their Hyannis office.
Nice.
The Pathmakers program is a facilitator-led peer mentoring program that empowers women through self-advocacy and personal growth. Using a strengths-based approach, participants will gain confidence and support and connection in safe space. And each Pathmaker selects a mentoring partner to work toward a personal goal, meeting individually and in monthly group sessions in Hyannis, hosted by We Can. So, and all of these, you can check our website, Falmouth Chamber, for information on how to register or websites that you can go to find out more information about these programs. And we're going to end with the Center for Community and Professional Education, 4Cs, is offering a Cape Cod horticultural lecture series.
Nice, perfect
this
time.
one, yep, perfect. Pruning, trimming, compost, mulch, and soil takes place on Wednesdays, May 7th through the 14th. There's two days, 5 to 7 p.m. Exclusive horticultural lecture series with expert Diane Guidebeck. Professional techniques that elevate any garden. Each session will include classroom-style lectures and presentations, a live Q&A, and a 2-hour topic-driven field trip featuring in-person demos and expert guidance. And that's through 4Cs.
A lot of good stuff going on.
Yeah, tons.
Yeah,
tons.
nice. And like Susan mentioned, just check our website. It's always being updated.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And
you can get more information.
We have an after hours this month
Yes, we do.
on the 15th.
15th at Marine
Yep.
Lodge, one of the oldest Masonic lodges in the United States. That was chartered in 1798. And come on and see. You can see the officer's jewels that were made by Paul Revere, who was
Really
actually the sitting Grand Master of all Masons in Massachusetts in 1797 when the application from Marine Lodge went up there to form the lodge. So pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool.
And it would be very interesting. So yeah, if you've never seen it and you've been curious about it,
Right.
we'll be having an after hours
if you're,
there.
yeah, if you're interested, come. And then the featured nonprofit is the Woods Hole Film Festival. Always a great time. So.
Always,
Yeah,
yeah.
great.
And that's
So wait, based on what you're talking about, the weather, hopefully the weather's going to be good. You know, you can make it a great week.
Yeah. Oh, have a good week.
Yeah.